podcast. This is of another DC movie from the 2010s that came out right before the pandemic. This is the Teen Titans Go versus the original Teen Titans from 2003. So this is a good one. This is about 76 minutes, so let's get started. There's the Looney Tunes. Even though they didn't do well, the day the Earth blew up, it flopped because they barely marketed it. You know why? Because Warner Brothers hates the Looney Tunes. I don't know what's wrong with them. It's like with Disney with Star Wars. They just don't know what they got. They marketed it all wrong, and the writer's strike also pushed that movie because it was supposed to come out like 2 years ago. I don't know. With Warner Brothers, I don't know what they're going to do. They better not screw up Superman, or I'll never forgive them. Here we go. Teen Titans Go starts. Yes, this was a stupid show, Josh. I watched this back in 2013 before I met you. I liked it, and then it went on too long. This show should have been 2 seasons. That's it. Not 10 seasons, because it's for kids. They dumbed it down and made it for kids. Little kids. It's like making the Paw Patrol dark and serious, and then to make it, for babies. I think Paw Patrol is better than Teen Titans Go, because it's cuter and it's not as insulting. And the writing is actually much better in those movies that I've seen. There they go. The original voice actors from Teen Titans. Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans. Greg Sipes as Beast Boy, both versions. Scott Menville as Robin. I almost said Batman. He's not in the movie. And my sister met all 5 of them. Carrie Payton as Cyborg. Booyah! And Tara Strong as Raven. Just Raven. There is no Harley Quinn here. Thank God, because she just drives me nuts. Hynden Walsh as Starfire. She was in the movies too. E-T-I-E and Teen Titans. T-E-N-T-I-T, Titans. There's Trigon. See, he's not a silly character. He's dark. Super dark. This surprised me because I bought it at Target during Black Friday in 2019. I'm like, oh, I never seen this. And this is before Max showed up a year later, so I'm glad I bought it. I'm doing a podcast for it now. There's a couple of special features. There's a War Dog sing-along, We Are Teen Titans sing-along. There's a bunch of sing-alongs and 9 bonus cartoons, so that's good. It's just not empty. Even the animation, I think it's fine. It's for kids, guys. You can't hate something for kids when it's not meant for you. Kids love stupid humor. That's just how it is. When I was a kid, I liked a lot of fart jokes and butt jokes and things like that when I was a kid in the 80s and 90s. That was like the pure comedy for me back then. But then when I grew up, I'm like, yeah, it's not funny anymore. Yeah, I remember the Gentleman Ghost. He was in one of the DC games. It's not like they put blood in shows like this. The Titans show on Max is not for kids. This one is. Because that was really violent. There's F-bombs and it's not cute at all. There is no Cyborg. People thought that a series like it was going to be like Korra. It's not. It's more kid friendly. And there were episodes that made me laugh, but there's some that it was just dumb. At least it's a short. It's not 2.5 hours of this. Trust me, I know. I know. See, Tara Strong already knows that, and she's not a cartoon. She's not annoying in this movie. At least the show finally ended. Like 2 years ago, the writer's strike pretty much ended this show finally. And I'm glad. We don't need any more. We don't need any more stupid cartoons. Velma was the last Warner Brothers cartoon that, like, yeah, you know what? We don't want this. This isn't funny. This is a downgrade of characters we love, and it's insulting the fans. Yeah, just because you made it for adults doesn't mean it's funny. Because Raven in this version, she floats for some reason, like she's a ghost. There's a lot of things that are for kids that are stupid. You think Henry Danger was well written, or Kid Danger, or Danger Force, or there's worse cartoons than this. Trust me. I've seen cartoons that I couldn't finish them. They were so horrible. Raven's already dark. She's a dark chasm of dark energy. This actually has a plot. It's not just, them doing stupid things or singing. A red crystal. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because Teen Titans, when they go to Japan, that was good. That's one of their best films. Because that one was, had a really dark villain, Brushogun. I'll do that one eventually, but I'll do it in the spring because I wanted to just do this one. It's shorter. I got a lot of movies to get to. Trigon. The voices are not the problem in this show. It was never the problem. It was the act. It's the writing. Writing could make something cute can be completely meaningless. Because look at She-Hulk. That show could have been awesome if it had better writing and better effects. That's an awesome looking creature, by the way. Game Bear. There's some good things in this movie. It's not just nonsense for 76 minutes. The thing about Raven is not just, Tara Strong's voice, but her backstory. It's like Shadow, except way darker, because Shadow wasn't, like, possessed by a demon or anything. He was... Mhm. She turned into a dragon. Mm-hmm. That is a cool design. The more she feels, the more energy she... Yeah, exactly. She's way darker than Elsa. Elsa wears beautiful gowns and sings on a mountain. This is a girl that's completely tortured. This film's mostly about her, so... And she's not annoying, because Harley Quinn is the most annoying thing she's ever done in her career in over 30 years. And she did a National Lampoon movie when she was, an actress when she used to act in front of the camera. Senior Trip. It was in '95. She did that with Jeremy Renner in the '90s. Trigon. Yep, that's Kevin Michael Richardson. He's human. Yeah, he's a black man. Mm-hmm. So this that. Mm-hmm. Remove your demon. Hmm. Mm-hmm. See, no. Where are you from? I don't know you. And I'm from the U.S. Sorry. You can't call me bro if I don't know who you are. We're 10 minutes in, by the way. VR. The movie really gets good when the Teen Titans from the original show up. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Yeah, not Batarang, because that's Batman's thing. I mean, finish him. You can't stab him. There's no blood in this movie. John, are you gonna say that this movie is on par with the Teen Titans Go to the Movies? It is better. It doesn't. It has less stupid humor than that. Josh hates that movie, but I get it. It's not for everybody. If he doesn't like stupid things like that or the Emoji Movie, I get it. It's not gonna be for everybody. But I've seen worse. I've seen animated movies that have no plot, zero plot whatsoever. There's a Christmas movie with fairies that came out in 2004. It's one of the worst animated movie I've ever seen. He didn't see that. Trust me, it's horrible. There's no plot. Yep, another portal's opening. We've seen that a lot in this decade. It's in the another portal. Crisis on Infinite Earths. Yes, sir. The one with Space Jam was okay, but it's basically they showed the Space Jam movie and they do it in clips, and it's like a commentary for the first Space Jam, but they cut the ending. Yep, there it is. They cut out they cut out a lot of the movie, especially the ending and some of the movie scenes with Michael Jordan, and also the copyrighted music is cut too. Like y'all ready for this and all that? Here we go. Now the plot's really kicking into gear. Trust me, a lot of people say. The leader? No, that's Marvel. The Master of Games, yeah. 95%. Mm-hmm. I know. I saw it last year. I didn't hate it. It's not as good as the CW version, but If you don't get that this is for kids, yeah, it's not always going to be deep. Hmm. This is a multiverse movie. Yep, there's Batman. Yep. It's just a cameo, though. Yeah, Batman's still your number one, DC. Without him, you don't have a universe. There they are. Hell yeah, buddy. Yes, sir. The 2003 Titans, which are better. I know, people. You don't have to tell me. This is the stupid version, and this is the real version. I know. They're not baby cartoons. It's like Star Wars, the original versus the sequel trilogy. What do you think is going to be better, guys? The originals. It's the same voice actors too. Yep, this is what we came to see, and they don't lie about it. They give it to us 15 minutes into the movie, well, 16 minutes. Mm-hmm. No, nothing could nothing could ruin my childhood because my childhood was way better than a lot of people think. Mm-hmm. We know exactly. None of this BS of oh look, it's a butt joke. Ha ha ha. Let's stretch that out for 5 minutes. No, this doesn't do that because. Mm-hmm. Trust me, I've seen worse cartoons from DC and Marvel. I mean, I'd sit through Teen Titans Go as bad as it is. It's not as bad as She-Hulk. She-Hulk insulted me. I mean, you have once you have a twerking She-Hulk with Megan Thee Stallion, that was dead. Here we go. The original voice actors. Exactly. That's I said baby versions of the stormtroopers. You have the classic stormtroopers that are white, move along, and then you have the baby versions that their heads are smaller. It looks stupid. Disney, I'm not buying your garbage. That's why your sequel trilogy toys are at a yard sale near you coming up in the spring and summer because nobody cares. The original Star Wars toys, people still collect them. I rest my case. This always proved that the original is better. This is what you came for. Are you not entertained? Yeah. Screw Gladiator 2. This is what we came to see. Mm-hmm. This was like our not my childhood because the original Teen Titans came out when I was in high school, but my teen years Titans against the kid versions of the Titans. That is because when you write the Titans for babies, this is what you get. I like the soundtrack and go to the movies. Yeah, her Starfire has red hair, not pink hair. Hynden Walsh's voice is cute. She's cute. Mm-hmm. We know. We know, Tara Strong. Your biggest inner demon is that terrible thing you said on Twitter and also your Harley Quinn voice. I'm never gonna forgive the writers for making you annoying. I'm Harley Quinn! No, you're not. You're annoying. You grate on my nerves. Even Scott Menville never did a voice this annoying. And he did Damian Wayne, the Robin that's Batman's son. And while he's annoying, his voice is not as grating. We always know the original's better. You don't mess with the original. It's always better than the remakes or the reboots. We'll never join you. This Empire Strikes Back. Yep. Again, this is not a Robin that's messing around. Hmm. It's still a kids movie, but these Titans are not messing around. Yeah, Cyborg's still black in both versions. Hmm. It's like when we saw Deadpool and Wolverine. Josh is like, "Oh, Lady Deadpool, she ruined the movie for me." Guess what? I didn't watch the movie for her. I watched it for Deadpool and Wolverine. And then when they showed Blade and Elektra and freaking Gambit, I'm like, "This is the greatest movie I've ever seen." Why? Because we waited years to see that. We hadn't seen Blade in over 20 years since the third movie in 2004 and Elektra in 20 years. Yeah, guess what? Sometimes there's worse characters in a cameo than the last 5 minutes of the movie. Wiggle Fingers, you said nothing about her because, like, oh, I don't want to make fun of her. Why not? She's a cancer going girl that can't act. And then you have that British guy who I don't even remember his name that gets his nose broken, which he deserves. Why? Because Brits ruin everything. Every movie that they're in, they have to put their stank all over it. Yes, even the Spider Man movies. Because No Way Home would have been better if it was just Tom Holland and Alfred Molina. You didn't need Garfield there. You only put him there for nostalgia. And Charlie Cox because people love him as Daredevil. I'm sorry, I don't. I only clapped in the theater out of respect, but that's it for the character, not for the actor. Sorry. Sorry. Not sorry. WandaVision wasn't ruined because of Vision. I'm like, Paul Bettany was fine as Vision. He made me laugh in the show. And he proved himself. But there's a lot of Brits that ruin movies. Like, watch Thunderbolts is going to be ruined by them. And Fantastic Four. Didn't ask for any Brits in those movies. Sorry. That's cute. He's a whale. A goat. He knows it. I know, I know that voice. I think is that Richard Oyode or she's cute. Yep, you got you. Yeah, he's not falling for that. But this accent doesn't count. It's today. Today's the last day of winter, and I'm glad because winter was such a drag. It's too long. I don't know why it's that long. Let us step out of the ring. You would think that voice would be boring, but I will take a subdued version of Tara Strong over a cartoonish, loud version. Because when she's loud, she can be damn loud, man. Really loud. Because she's the main character of this story. It's all about her. I did like the I did like the Teen Titans Go meet the DC superhero girls. It's not as good as this one because basically they're sideline. It's more about the superhero girls, which is fine because I love those characters more. That's a parody that worked because it was funny. It wasn't written for babies. It was deep. It had girl characters that we liked that they made a different take on them, but it was funny because I love Supergirl in that version. She's more emo than the other characters. And Wonder Woman had an accent because Gal has an accent. And also, I love Batgirl was good in that show. Jessica Cruz and Bumblebee is the cutest thing in that show. Mm-hmm. Never thought I would even see Blade again. Yeah, exactly. They cast Mahershala Ali, and then Wesley Snipes showed up and like, oh damn it, they people missed Wesley Snipes. Yeah, you think? He said I was the only Blade. Exactly, the only Blade on film. Mahershala Ali's gonna be some secondary version because he's bald. Blade's supposed to have hair. Did you see the cartoon, or did you see the read the comics, or see the first movie? He has hair. He's not bald. The TV show that's a separate thing. It was a standalone Marvel show, and I think it's better than Daredevil. I know a lot of people gonna attack me in comments, but I'm not into this Daredevil. Sorry, my Marvel characters don't have to be played by Brits anymore. It's old. It was by the time we got to Spider-Man, I'm like, yeah, this is old, guys. Just stop. I don't need a Brit playing Miles. It's gonna kill me if that happens. Said this all about subdued voices with women. Yeah, well, here it works, Josh, because she's a deep character. She's not supposed to be cartoony. Didn't see the DC Supergirls. Yeah, I did. It was funny. Mm-hmm. What? I have no idea what she said. Speakers. Yeah, see, these Titans are awesome. They're the reason to watch this movie. Because they're not just cameos. They're part of the plot. You don't have to hide your thoughts, Josh. It's Trigon. Yes, sir. And it's the same voice actor, too. A black man voices Trigon in both versions. The Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go. He has a cool voice, too. I didn't care for his Joker voice, though. In the Batman, I'm not... Actually, I do have to hide my thoughts. No, you don't, Josh. This is a free speech. This is a safe area. I'm not going to judge anybody. Just not people that are not my subscribers who are trying to screw with me. This is the real Trigon. Yep, the big, giant version, kaiju version of Trigon. That is awesome. I don't know why he has... Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I thought it was Clancy Brown. No, it's Kevin Michael Richardson. He was the voice of Kamek in the Mario movie. I hope he goes to Comic-Con this year. I want to meet somebody of color that didn't show up last year. Because I want that Mario movie signed, the 2023 movie. You shouldn't feel restrained. It's not like your guys are gonna glow red and you're gonna blast my podcast. No, Josh. You're not Raven. You don't have to hide how you feel. We're almost 30 minutes in. That's funny. The baby versions, exactly. If this was Star Wars versus the Disney Star Wars, who you think would win in 5 seconds? The original. That's awesome. It's hand drawn animation too. It's not. There's a little bit of CG at the end. Robin can't fly. Mm-hmm. Because Lady Deadpool, if she ruined the movie, it would have been she would have been in the beginning of the movie and been like, after he killed those TVA guys, she showed up out of nowhere. That would have ruined the movie. Not that she shows up in the third act and I'm like, yeah, she's just one of many Deadpools. They had a floating head Deadpool, for crying out loud, a floating head, and I went with it. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's the same voice actor. They're basically talking to themselves. The cool hunk. I got a nickel. That's funny. See, there's some jokes here that crack me up, man. Just because when it's unexpected. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have to sing here because it's a kids movie, but it's not a musical. Like the to go to the movies was more of a musical than this one. I like that outfit. It's cute. A rap scene. We are Teen Titans. I do like this song. T. Because we all know that reboots are never usually as good. Look at Powerpuff Girls. Oh, there's Tara. Remember Tara? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know. See, they're meta about how bad the show was. That's why Deadpool and Wolverine work, guys. They're like, yeah, Marvel, we're not doing that well, right? The originals will always be better. We know that. This isn't like the Porky Pig rap in Space Jam 2. We are Teen Titans. We are Teen Titans. They're teens and they're voiced by 30-year-olds, 30 and 40-year-olds. Uh, I think Carrie Payne's like 50 now, or Scott Menville's like 50, but Sipes and is like in his 40s, and Tara Strong and Hayden Hinden is like 50. They're not teens. They were never teens. It's funny how they get like 30 or 40-year-olds to play kids, and they're not kids. But hey, the voices in the Loud House are not kids either, because all the sisters are voiced by 30, 40, or 50-year-olds. Like Letha Loud is like voiced by a 50-year-old. I'm like, wow, man. Girls can preserve their voices for many years. That's how we do. Yeah, Beast Boy speaks in Ebonics, and he's a white guy. He's voiced by a white guy in this version, because in the Titans show from 2018, he's played by an Asian man. Ryan Potter is Asian. He's not white. The Raven Mamas. That's funny. See, there's some zinger. Just say you want to have sex with him. I know that's what you want, Hinden. You're like, I want to be all over your body again. I get it. I get it. We all get it. Oh look, Green Lantern, Mr. Splickley, uh, a crocodile. It could be Killer Croc. I don't know. This is a DC movie. There's a lot of Easter eggs here. Raven Mamas. That's funny, man. They're still better than Raven Simone. Yes, it's still happening. A white raven. This is like a darker version of the Plankton movie, because that movie had heart. The stunt person who played her helped. Yeah, there could be worse. I sat through Ironheart. No, you didn't, Josh. You sat through Wakanda Forever, and Ironheart just happened to be there. Her show comes out in June. I'm seeing it. No discussion about it. I'm going to watch it. If it sucks, I will stop. I'm not even going to get past the second episode because I am not seeing woke garbage on Disney Plus anymore. I'm not stupid. And it's not the skin color, it's the content. You don't need to put gay people in a teen show on Disney Plus because we get it. They exist. They don't exist in this movie. You don't have to put a DC or Marvel. You don't. I know. Again, you were Harley Quinn, the worst version. Annoying, exactly. Again, Josh, they made the movie long because of her, Namor, and the other underwater people that did not need to be in the movie. I thought this was a Black Panther sequel, and it was not. It was like 3 movies without Chadwick Boseman. He died, and they didn't know what to do with it. I only have that poster because I got it for free. And I'm sorry, Shuri is not the Black Panther. You are not going to see her in Doomsday or Secret Wars. Why? Because they know she's weak. She cries too much. And she has an accent. Did you see Sing 2? Yeah, I rest my case. I know she's not Iron Man. That's why they're bringing back to Robert Downey Jr. as Doomsday. Well, as Doctor Doom in Doomsday. Warlock? The baby, the baby Beast Boy, he looks like Baby Yoda. There's another song, right? Yeah, I think there's another song at the end. At least the song is short. It's fine. I know. See, they're being honest with this movie. They know this movie's not theatrically released, so they're like, let's just pad out the running time a little bit. With Sing, they have to sing like 15 songs to fill the lackluster plot. I'm sorry, you guys. The first one was fine, but the second one they just padded out with copyrighted songs and just random musical numbers, dance tunes. It's nonsense. Give me Wanda back. You know, you're gonna get Wanda back. Kate Bishop, no, she's coming back. They're doing the Hawkeye season 2, so you're gonna see way more girls. And it's not the MCU when we have Captain America's still a man. The Thunderbolts have men in there. The Fantastic Four still have men in there. They outnumber them 3-1 because it's 3 guys and 1 girl. And Doctor Doom is still a man. So I rest my case. Ironheart is the only show coming out with a girl in it. Kevin Michael Richardson is a boss, man. See, Josh was like, there's not enough diversity, and the main villain here is voiced by a black man. And he's not Kang that gets defeated so easily. Mr. Freeze. Get it? Wink, wink. There's a lot of Easter eggs in this movie. Lower. You can't snort it. This is a kid's movie. Thank you. That was a waste of 10 seconds. I know, he was parched. You know, these voice actors use a lot of their vocal cords. I know. Let me get some water. Where is it? Oh, it's over there. They have to pad out things, you know. Every movie has to do that sometimes. They have to pad out the running time. You know? That's like me hating the Batman because it's 3 hours long. Well, almost 3 hours. No, it's good. It's just too long. The original Teen Titans. No. Walking is a lot better for your health and for the environment than driving. The first time. Yeah, he has a great voice. I love him and Clancy Brown are 2 of the best voice actors ever, man. He's With Kate Bishop come back, yeah. Again, Haley Steinfeld is delicious, dude. I saw her in that show, and I'm like, yes, I told you she was going to be in the MCU. You can't just subject her to just being a voice in a cartoon. You have to make her a lot flesh and blood. It's better. If I see her at Comic Con, I'm not restraining myself. I'm going to be like, I'm going to be Ezra Miller all over her. And I don't mean being racist. I'm saying that I'm gonna be running around her like the anxiety emotion in Inside Out 2. Like, I gotta do this, and 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 I gotta do this. Yeah. Teen Titans in the DCU is happening. Yeah, they're gonna put them live action though. Not the same actors from the show, because that doesn't have Cyborg. It has Beast Boy, Starfire, and Robin, and Raven, but he has anime hair. 41 minutes in. This is fun. We know. Silky. I remember Silky. I needed to grow because I wasn't so thrilled at first because of one incident. It was... No, again, she blew up a tower. It's not like she killed somebody. Yelena did way worse. In Black Widow, she can't do anything right. She always has to have help to get through it. You really think she's going to save the Thunderbolts? No. Hell no. I think she's going to die in it. And if she does, I'll give a standing ovation to the movie. Top 10 of the year if that happens. Because she's useless. You think a girl like her is going to stand a chance against Doctor Doom? Or Galactus? Or freaking Onslaught? Or these other villains? No. She got a gun. Whoopee. She has a man in her life. That does not mean that she's not still an Asian girl. I met Denise Richards. She's married, and I saw her rock on her finger, and she gave me a compliment. What was I supposed to do? This is not Dick Grayson's Robin. This is Tim Drake's Robin. Because his hair's spiky. I mean, you hated the Grandmaster. This master is different. Santa Claus. Santa Claus. That's funny, man. That's funny. Caitlin off in something and that's tolerated. Yeah, if it's a payoff, not just kill her off like they did in the Suicide Squad. Oh, look, there's elves. Yeah, that's funny that Santa Claus is part of this plot. Well, why not? You know, it's a kids movie. No, this doesn't count as a Christmas movie because I know. A reindeer. You got Buddy the Elf. Those are jacked elves. That's cool that they added Santa Claus. Hey, he's part of a multiverse of himself. If you've seen the Santa Claus show on Disney Plus, yeah, there's other Santas compared to him. Ho, 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 Robin. There he is. This Santa has a cool voice. This is like if Santa was animated by Ralph Bakshi. When you have an R rating, yeah, body count, it has to be taken advantage of. Yeah. Violent Night, I liked it. I know a lot of people hated it, but I'm like, David Harbour saved that movie for me because it wasn't the family. I didn't care about that family. They were obnoxious and rich, and I don't know what happened to Beverly D'Angelo. She aged. David Harbour was a good Santa Claus. He was a drunk Santa that beat up a lot of people, but again, he's an anti-hero. It was just I thought it was hilarious. Man, what happened to her hair? Megan? You mean like the doll that? No, but again, she tried. She has weird like Dragon Ball Z hair. Mrs. Claus is packing. I mean Megan. I don't watch movies for critics. Trust me. If I did, then I would have watched every Oscar bait movie that came out last year, and I didn't. Honora, I'll watch that on Hulu eventually in the spring. At least Honora's under 3 hours, so. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, you're not normal, Tara Strong. You've done some of the most iconic voices on Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network. Ooh, those blisters. Yeah, that happened to me once. No, I like walking. Santa's Toy Factory. Oh no! This happened in Kingdom Hearts 2. You know, Santa's captured by Oogie Boogie, the Oogie Boogie Man. For an old lady, she's pretty spry. You see, those are the horses from that episode of Teen Titans where they turn into My Little Pony. Yeah, I don't listen to what other people say because, like I said, the new Captain America, I'm gonna get it on Blu-ray when it's available. I don't care how it did at the box office because, like I said, we knew it wasn't gonna make a billion. Invisible Jet, that's a Wonder Woman reference. Half 4 was successful, so I guess it's a win. It is a win. It could have bombed like Madam Web, but it didn't. Let me eat something. That looks awesome. Mm-hmm. There we go. Doctor Strange does this all the time. The multiverse. Mm-hmm. I like these different worlds they go to. That's what this is all about. Is a multiverse saga. Multiverses make billions of dollars. Ask No Way Home and Deadpool and Wolverine. Oh, look, the Young Justice. Well, that's another Teen Titans. That's the yeah. This is the Teen Titans from the in the same vein as the Young Justice. That's like Justice League versus Teen Titans. That's what it was. They do look cool. This is like the end of Endgame, except a lot shorter. This movie didn't need 3 hours to get to that. Even though I love that movie, I'm gonna do a podcast in April. This is the Nightwing Robin, though. It's not the red and green. What is that? Yeah, they're cute. The animation is really good here. They don't cheapen on it. Yeah, this is awesome. I like the multiverse thing. They don't waste it here, like in the Flash. The '70s Titans, yeah. Yeah, that's like the oh yeah, that's the '50s Titans. You know, it's a lot of different animation styles. I like that. It's like Kingdom Hearts. They're the comics. Yeah, actually, Starfire had longer hair because the '70s Titans is based on like the Justice League show from the '70s, the '60s or '70s, the Super Friends. Yeah, Steampunk Titans, Underwater Titans. We're almost an hour in. I already have the first Doctor Strange. Already have the second one, yeah, but you haven't done a podcast for it. Spider Verse, I have the multiverse, yeah, but the thing is with Spider Verse, it has to take much longer. They have to do the multiverse thing in 2 hours instead of an hour, some minutes. Less is more, guys. You don't need 2 hours to tell your story. There's a lot of padding in the second one. I'm like, the whole thing with Gwen could have been cut. That could have been saved for another movie entirely. Just saying, because they're like, oh, this thing with her father again. That could have been saved for another movie. It's called Spider Man. She's a side character in those movies. I like Haley Steinfeld. She's a great voice actor in it, but she's not the main character. Miles is. I'm like, where the hell is Miles? 15 minutes and I don't see him. And then, oh, we see him in the middle of Brooklyn eating a Jamaican patty. Get it? Because the actor's Jamaican, the descent. He's black. I get it. You don't have to be on the nose, Sony. We get it. This isn't on the nose. This is very meta. They're like, look, our ratings are better than your baby show. That's funny. Yes, Robin makes a lot of speeches. If they cut Gwen out, you could have cut that out, Josh. She's playing with her band and then she has issues with her father. What does that have to do with Miles? Nothing. Nothing to do with him. That could have been cut. 15 minutes. In 2 hours, you got your story there. You don't need the extra 15 minutes. Why are you doing that? Would be like if you did Spider-Man 4, the first opening act has nothing to do with Peter. It would be like, oh, here's Sadie Sink out of nowhere. They don't even give her a proper introduction. She's just thrown into the movie. No, we want to see Spider-Man, even if it's just Peter, making the suit again or whatever. We saw him make his suit at the end of No Way Home, and that has to continue. You can't just reboot it out of nowhere. Just saying, I'm getting so heated, but again, you should do your multiverse, man. I heard the commentary. It still holds up. The cameos are mostly good, but they get destroyed way too easily. If that was Brie Larson, Captain Marvel, she would have put up a fight, not die in 5 seconds. Because even with the dark holds, he could still beat her. Captain Marvel's the most powerful female in the MCU, so he is. Her movie made $1 billion. Here we go, third act time. Mm-hmm. Sadie being introduced in the beginning. Yeah, introduce her. But don't make it all about her. It's still a Spider-Man movie, and yes, Miles is a Spider-Man, so you can put him in there too if you have to. At least it's not Miles yet. He's gonna get cast. They're gonna have a big announcement at the San Diego Comic-Con. They always do. It's that one that you get the mind-blowing. Look at what's gonna happen in Marvel or DC. And the thing is, Tara Strong's older than Greg Sipes. Yes, sir. Raven's still a girl. Would I kiss Tara Strong? Yeah. I wouldn't mind. He got his leg back. Because Raven's still a girl. They didn't make her non-binary like they try to do in some of these other shows. You can't put Miles. Yes, you can, Josh. At the end, you show that hoodie or the headphones. People know where that is from. You gotta give them a little something. Should do multiverse because the Flash. What's coming out? Thunderbolts is coming out. Mm-hmm. Yep, he ate him. We didn't see that coming. Here we go. You can't put Miles. They're gonna make him live. What? Mm-hmm. He's in beast mode. You gotta do it yourself. Yes, sir. He makes the Darkhold look like a kid's toy, Josh. Trigon's one of the darkest DC characters. Him and Darkseid. Yeah, yeah. Taser face. People were laughing at him. I was laughing in the theater when I heard that. Yeah, stupid butt joke again. It's a kids movie. Horses have a big butt. I'd expect to like Adam Eve. Adam Eve is good. Yeah, exactly. Like Thanos. I get heated because I'm passionate about comic book movies and shows. Look at my wall. Yeah, I know. This is the on your left scene. All the Teen Titans from every universe. Except live action, because that was not for kids. Teen 1950s. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Go. Yes, sir. It's like Avengers Assemble. Yeah, it's not as good, but it's still pretty awesome though. I was not expecting this after seeing Endgame. You know I love Endgame, guys. That movie has never been topped. History was made with that. It was the only Marvel movie to make $1 billion in one weekend. Nothing has done that. Not even Avatar, Way of Water. It took like 2 weeks for that to happen. Endgame did it in one weekend because it was an event. And if you weren't there in the theater, yeah, You missed out on one of the greatest experiences of my life. Nerdgasms away. Booyah! Yep. I saw it's a Transformer. Even though that's not Warner Brothers, that's Paramount. It's, 60 minutes in. We're almost done. It's a lot shorter than Epic. Epic was 94 minutes. This is an hour and 15, 16 minutes. And there's no annoying voice acting in this. Even the master in the beginning of the film, the master of games, he was fine. Not in the film that much, so. This is awesome, man. Again, you can they knew what worked in Endgame. It was that final battle that was just 15 minutes long. Yeah, this movie's pretty colorful. The meteor. Yeah, because I want to enjoy my life. I don't want the spring to be as disastrous as some of the moments in the winter. Because there were some moments in the winter I thought it would never end. It just feels so long, especially December after Christmas and then January. It was just too long. He has gray skin. Ouch. I know what's gonna happen with me. Turtles can live on land. They're not fish. They're what? You have to eat me? Yeah, that sound doesn't sound. That's good. Yeah, we know what's gonna happen with you in spring. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna keep doing podcasts in April. I just gotta. If I'm working, I have to balance between doing podcasts and working, and getting more coins for my bank. Because I'm gonna. She's like, yeah, Pac-Man. Chomp. Here she comes. She turned into this. You saw eating pizza since night 2003. Again, nice. Nah, see, this is how you do it, Madam Web. You want to connect things to 2003? You don't have to beat it over our heads. Expects a lot out of you? No, Josh. We just want you to show your face. Look at me. Do I look like I'm in the best shape? Look, I got spots on my head, and I've had pimples all over my body. See, it's not monkeypox. Don't worry. That's awesome. That dragon thing. Unkindness. Yep, that's awesome. Yes, sir. So Starfire got serious. This is the Tony snapping his finger moment from Endgame. At least they made this final battle long. They didn't make it 2 minutes. Because that was the problem with Black Widow. The climax was underwhelming. I didn't feel anything. Once Yelena blew up, I'm like, she should have killed her off, guys. We don't care about you. Florence, you're not in the box office draw. Nobody cares. That movie she did with Andrew Garfield last year, nobody cared. Even the Oscars didn't care. You can't act, okay? You talking like this is not funny. You're gonna get destroyed in Thunderbolts. I'm guarantee it. That movie's gonna be, who's gonna die next? Probably her. Mm-hmm. Her and probably the ghost. No, they didn't kill her off because she was in the Marvels and a cameo. She'll be back. 3 plant. It looks like a Dragon Ball, but purple. Exactly, yeah. I am inevitable. I'm gonna do that. I just gotta find a way to see it without it crashing. Because if I get the DVD, it'll be perfect. But I don't have the DVD and I don't have the digital copy anymore. So if I see it on my computer and it crashes, gotta cut that stupid tree. My tree needs trimming outside because it's a Deathly Hollow tree, Josh. If you see my tree, yeah, it's a Deathly Hollow. It's so big. I am. That's an awesome line. It's not snapping Thanos out of existence, but it'll work for me. The Zombie Titans. There's Marvel Zombies coming out. I know you want to see that, Josh. That's where Iman is coming back. It's a much darker cartoon. It's going to be more bloody and violent. That's fine. I could watch it. It'll probably be like Creature Commandos, which is not a DC show for kids. That makes this look like, like Mickey Mouse. Mama. Slade wasn't here because I wanted to focus on Trigon. The animated red eyes. And yes, I'm gonna see Marvel Zombies because it's not gonna be silly. It's gonna be much more serious. This was worth it. I'm glad I got to do this one. This animation is stunning. The animation is not a problem for me at all. They do so many styles. The animators deserve all the credit because without them, there's just be a bunch of people talking. It's like the people that, yeah, it's like the people that did Avatar. They deserve the credit for the effects. They did the effects, not James Cameron. Remember that. ILM did the effects, not him. And ILM was used by George Lucas. No. Yeah. Here we go. This is like Turtles Forever. Remember they had the 1980s Turtles meeting the 2003 Turtles? That was awesome. He's human. Hmm. Yeah. They should use him more. Yep, always the regular team. The 2003 Teen Titans are still the best. I know. It's like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. When their faces were imploding, that's hilarious, man. People were laughing in the theater. Oh, yeah, because it's funny. Baby Groot and Rocket going. This whole story was about Raven, and she's an interesting character. That's what was wrong with the movie. To go to the movies, it didn't focus on Raven. It focused on what? Yep, he's right because that was the DC superhero girls. Dark Side. Why does he have a voice like that? Yeah, that was fun. See, 72 minutes. That was a fun movie. Yeah, good to watch it again. Here we go. There's a post-credit stinger because every DC and Marvel thing has to have that. Drink some water. This is like the shawarma scene in the first Avengers. This is why I go to Comic Con is in a costume. I want people to acknowledge me, and they do. Except when I was Green Lantern, because there hasn't been a Green Lantern movie or show in quite some time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, enter credits. Yeah, Teen Titans. Let me just see the cat who did the voice of that gorilla. I mean that ape, blue ape that looks like the leader. Uh, Rice Darby. Yeah, Rice Darby did it. I don't know who that is. Ray Griffin was Mrs. Claus, of course, because she has to do everything. Thankfully, she's taking a break this year. After the Loud House, she's gonna take a break. Sean Mayer as Nightwing. Scott Menville as Robin. Yeah. Robert Morse as Santa Claus. Yeah. Carrie Payton. Yeah. So that's it. That was the Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans. So a lot of fun. I'm glad I got to rewatch this. It's one of the better films that came out direct to video because this was not in theaters. And yeah, it says, yeah, well, we're not going to have a crossover for another year. Yeah, and then the pandemic hit and everything had to be crossovers on streaming because, no one went to the theater in 2020 or early 2021. I didn't go back until that year. But this is a fun one. If you haven't watched it, I think it's on Paramount. It could be on Max, but with what Max did with their, some of their animated stuff, it's sad. But anyway, thanks for watching. Acknowledge me and see you tomorrow. I'll be doing Scooby-Doo Moon Monster Madness. See you in the spring, guys.